Oseo, hola, ciao, bonjour, ni hao, konnichiwa, annyeonghaseyo, привет. Hello in any language wherever you are on the earth. Hi. Okay, doing 10-minute videos. Starting my timer. First, I want to explain the asterisk that's in the Bible. I ran out of time, did not get to explain that last time. According to the catholicmanreviews.wordpress.com, explaining the use of the asterisk in the New American Bible, it says, this edition contains notes at the end of each book. There are extensive notes at the beginning of each book of the Bible and also at the end, in which an asterisk in the text indicates a note corresponding to the end of the respective book. So, let us take a look. I've already told you about the references. The A, B, C, so on refers to the section with the references that have GN, PSS, and how to understand what those abbreviations are referring to and where to find those items in the Bible, the contents. So, to start with, the asterisk before the number 1. Remember, it's at the end of the chapter. So, let's go to the end of Genesis. Genesis is a mainly short book. It ends on page 50. So I am looking for the information it should be referring to in the asterisk. Interesting. I'm not sure what that person was referring to, but my book is not showing any information like it's explaining. So it's saying the end of the respective book. Maybe they're referring to the actual end of the book. Let's take a look. Always care about what a word implies, because an English word has many implications. As you may have guessed by my greeting you with many different languages, this video is basically about picking a word apart, being careful what you're reading. The book, the good book, has keywords. And if you don't know what they're referring to, and just read them at face value, they will paint a beautiful, beautiful picture. But it won't be the accurate picture. Okay, so the end of the Bible, let's find the asterisk for Genesis 1. Doctrinal, where are you? Alrighty. So it's not doctrinal. See, that information that was on that page was so generic that as you look through the book with me, you're not finding what it's mentioning. So where is the asterisk pointing to? You have miracles, pinnacles, Bible dictionary. Come on, what else? You have the Bishop's Committee of the Confraternity of Christian Doctrine. You don't need that. Then you have revolution. So I would like to tell you that those asterisks are supposed to point to the end of the book, like the guide says. Excuse my slit. But the let's just say that one item that we're looking at is referring to the bottom of that page. Because under normal circumstances, and you will learn this when you get to higher education, that the asterisk typically is pointing to an end note, typically. So let's just say it's referring to the section under the references. I think that's what it means. It makes sense because there's nothing else sending you there. So it's got to be the asterisk. So now we have the asterisk understood. You understand the references. Now let's use them. The first asterisk, chapter 1, 1 through 2, comma, 4a. This section introduces the whole Pentateuch. It shows how God brought an orderly universe out of primordial chaos. Primordial. They refer to the development of the earth as primordial. So the way the earth existed before God formed it into what we have. Okay. Chapter 1, verse 2. The abyss, the primordial ocean. If you remember my last video, I said there were keywords that are sticking out. These keywords, the Bible is now defending. You had the formless wasteland. You had darkness covering the abyss. The abyss is what it is referring to. The abyss, the primordial ocean, according to the ancient Semitic cosmogony. What a word. After God's creative activity, part of this vast body forms the saltwater seas. Part of it is the fresh water under the earth. Okay, so now that's where we're going to stop there because the other references refer to further on. We're not going further on. Now, for the references where you see A and B, if you look at the references, oh, by the way, in my last video, I said that everything was backwards, and then I watched the video. It's not backwards. It's only backwards when I look at the screen. So I apologize, but this is a good news. Okay, so you'll see A, and then you'll see, where did the B go? You have B, and then C, and then D, and it goes on and on. So we want to look for the A and the B because verse 1, you have your asterisk and a 1, right? And then you have your A, and then you have your B. These refer to the first part that we will need. And if you go to that reference section that says A and B, it lists, excusez-moi, it lists all of these Bible verses. See, this is B and these are A. Now, you are like me, you'll have looked up the chapters to find out where the pages are. Let me pull my, okay. We're actually running out of time. So that was a quick 10 minutes. But what did you learn in that 10 minutes? What the asterisk was for. And the understanding that a word is not simply a word. Wow, I have put so much learning into just the first 2 verses of Genesis, and we haven't even looked the items up yet. I'm giving that to you for homework because that's a lot. I want you to look up every verse that is referenced there. This way you'll be prepared for the next time we meet, because I will go over them with you and we'll discuss it as best as we can for 10 minutes. Be safe. God bless.